Hello, welcome to Drawing with Bubbles. Today I'm drawing the Ghostbusters, which was requested by Aurora. Thanks for requesting this, but it took forever. But I definitely think it was worth it, because I'm pretty happy with how this picture turned out. It was kind of like, it was nice to try something new, because usually, I kind of draw my people the same, which is something, especially in my sketchbooks, that I've been working on fixing, but it's kind of just like, I have it's bad, but I kind of have like this go-to body type that I draw. And sadly, that's how a lot of like popular characters are too. Especially when I draw like Disney princesses, because, I mean, we all know there's been a lot of talk about that. But for this, I really love this because the characters are all so different and diverse. And that just made it all the more fun to draw. I'll admit, I haven't actually seen this movie. I don't know, I've never seen any of the Ghostbusters, but I might see it. I don't know yet. Just never really interests me too much, and I've heard a lot of different things about this. Like, I've heard people say, oh, I love that movie, and I've heard people say some not nice things about that movie. So yeah, what am I doing right now? I am working on the second sketch layer. Well, the first sketch layer was more of like a thumbnail / first sketch layer. It was really just laying out the poses and like the really basic proportions. And then this is like my more detailed sketch layer. And usually I would do a thumbnail, then a first sketch layer, and then a second sketch layer. But there are 4 characters in this, and if this took any more time, this video would be like 20 minutes long. And this video already is long. I think it's something like 9 minutes or something. But long. It's long. But I was gonna shorten it up to my usual time, which is around 5 minutes. But when I did that, it was so fast. I couldn't see a single thing I was doing. And I mean, that would just be completely unpleasant to watch anyway, so I just figured I'd go with this. And I'm saying and a lot. I shouldn't start my sentences with and. So, now I'm going to say so a lot. That's alright. I'm going to have trouble thinking of what to talk about in this. I mean, I'm hoping I don't, but it's likely that I will. So, just to, I don't know, disclaimer there. I'm starting the line art now. I was working on the sketch. No, I am not. And so, I said both now, and so. This recording was actually 2 separate recordings. The first one, you could see a little jump right there where it was. So wait, no. It's a bit later. So, right now, this is all the first recording, and I think about halfway through the liner, not half, not half, it's like a quarter of the way through the liner, because I think I was done line arting this first person here. I don't actually know their names. But yeah, so 2 different recordings. If there's a weird little jump, that would be that. This necklace there, I'm not completely sure what it says, and I couldn't really find it on the internet, so I just put Betty. Maybe her name is Betty. Maybe it's not. Just don't look too closely at it. I like drawing the little ghost symbols on their shoulder pads or on their shoulders, because you don't really look that closely at the picture. So instead of drawing like whatever the normal like logo is, I drew a little smiley face on the ghosts. So if you noticed that, good for you. I wouldn't have noticed it though. Now I'm drawing the boots, and no, I'm not. Now I'm drawing this person. Yeah, I rotated the canvas because like her chin, the person I'm line arting now, her chin looked really off to me, and I rotated or flipped the canvas, and it was just crazy. It was so weird. And I probably should have like checked the balance a little bit earlier, but that's alright. And here's the jump. So I turned off the recording software, started again. Here's the second recording. And for this part, I decided I'm just going to do it all in one go. I'm going to finish this picture. And I did. That was actually this morning because Thursday, I'm a little bit behind schedule. That's alright. Now I'm working on this lady. Probably should have figured out their names before recording this so I could actually refer to them. But, I mean, you can see what I'm doing, so it's good enough. It was a little bit frustrating to do the line art for this. I mean, it was still fun because, like, I like to draw stuff, but they're all wearing the same uniform. And while I could find a few differences on how they wore it, which was pretty cool, it wasn't that different, and so it felt very repetitive. I did get it done though, I mean, of course. But yeah, just, if you're gonna draw the Ghostbusters, that's just a warning to you. It is very repetitive. Same with the coloring, although that didn't take as long because I made sure to do closed line art so I could use the paint bucket tool, because if I had to paint in all the color myself, that would take so long. I would hate to do that. And I had to do that for a few parts, but come on. Now I'm coloring. This is where it gets interesting. It's not just tracing. Good for you if you've made it this far into the video. I know the beginning part isn't very interesting, but it gets better from here. So yeah, I'm coloring. So oh, I know, quality out. I noticed her hair was like, it looked wrong, and so I googled up, well, I already had a screenshot, so I just pulled up my reference picture of her, and it, like, I thought at first that one of the sides of her head was shaved, but it wasn't completely, so I just changed that quick. And now I'm done with all the skin and hair, and now I'm filling in the uniforms. Ooh, I like how fast it looks in the video. It took a long time in real life. So I tried not to zoom in and out too much when I was filling in that gray, because otherwise it'd just be a lot of getting in the details. So I did like all the big parts that I could fill in at once, like without zooming in. So then, like, when you're watching, it's not as jumpy. And then I zoomed in and got the small parts that I couldn't reach. Now I did those stripes, and now I'm doing the gloves. How far are we into this? Oh, I've talked for 8 minutes. I'm proud of myself. Now I'm doing the shoes. I'm really sorry I'm saying and and so a lot, because I just don't know how to start my sentences. Now I'm doing some more orange stripes. For this, I couldn't like quite get all the different parts with the paint bucket tool because I think the line art was just a little bit too sloppy there. So I had to manually do that. And now I changed the color of those stripes because it just did not look right to me. Not look like the right color at all. Now I'm coloring in those little details in the belt and the little clips. You can see the ghost there if you look closely. Now I'm coloring in the necklace, earrings. I love those earrings. I missed it in this thumbnail slash first sketch layer, and then I added it in the second sketch layer and stuff. I drew them a little bit crazy and out there, but I like how it looks, even if it's not really at all realistic. Here you'll see there will be a lot of pauses because I'm trying to find good reference images that has their eye colors. And so at first I tried looking at pictures from the movie, then I looked up the actresses, but I hope they're right. That was really fun right there. Coloring in her yellow glasses, that was really fun. Because just like, I just used a low opacity of yellow and then went over that area. Now I'm adding the simplest background ever, just a gradient. And here is the finished illustration. Appreciate it because it took forever. Yeah, bye.